Hi everyone, welcome back to Frenchie's Bakery. Today we are going to be making Mike's birthday cake. And it has been a very long time since I have been in this kitchen filming for Frenchie's Bakery. Man, it feels great. I feel right back at home. It feels kind of crazy. It feels like I never even left. And I'm filming with a new camera, so this is a little weird. It's kind of thrown me off just a little bit, but I'm very excited. I'm very happy to be back. I know it's been so long, and it's also very weird that I'm not doing this in the bakery, but I'm just not fully ready to film out there yet. It's still echoey. It's a very small room. I'm not sure if I'm ever gonna do like a full-blown video like this out there. I might just do voiceover videos out there. But I definitely know that I do need to give you guys a tour video for sure. That is so very important that I do that, especially before I custom build my bakery up on the land. So I really need to make some time, set it aside, and work on that and show you guys the bakery that I've been working in, because it's very special and you guys deserve to see it. But for today, since this is a pretty big video and I'm gonna be making homemade icing and a homemade cake and everything, I just wanted to do it in the kitchen, and since it's for Mike, I would be baking his cake in the kitchen anyways. So Mike's favorite cake is either a chocolate peanut butter cake or just chocolate on chocolate. Chocolate everything. He loves a fudgy good chocolate cake. If they have that on the menu on a cruise or if we go out to dinner, that's always what he's gonna get. He just loves a chocolatey fudgy cake. So that's what I'm gonna do for him this year. I'm gonna go overboard with just chocolatey goodness. I found a recipe like a year ago on TikTok, and I'm the most horrible person because I wrote it down and I don't know who made the video, so I can't really give them credit for it, and I feel really bad, but I remember it just looking so good and I wrote it down and I'm really excited to try it out. And then also I'm gonna be experimenting with an icing. I've never done this technique before, and I also think I either saw it on Facebook or TikTok, but I've had them written down for so long and this is the perfect excuse to make them. I'm so excited to try it out and I hope it turns out really good. Now Mike is probably gonna be pretty upset with me for making him a big extravagant cake because we both are eating as good as we can. You know, we're trying to eat good, work out, we have a bunch of trips planned, and then also our wedding is coming up, so we're trying to be a little healthy. I used to be a birthday hater. I didn't think that, I was like, it's just a birthday, what's the big deal? But I really do want to start making birthdays super special, as they should be, because life is so unbelievably precious and we need to celebrate every year that we have, every day that we have. So I really want to make this year super special, especially because it's his last birthday in his 20s and his last birthday before he's married. So I think that's a pretty big deal. So we're gonna try and make a really special cake today. The first thing we're going to do is make our chocolate cake layers, and then we will work on the icing and everything a little bit later, but I definitely wanna get those cake layers baked, ready to go, chilling in the fridge so that they'll be much easier to frost. So I'm gonna get all of my ingredients ready to go, and then we will start mixing up our cake batter and getting those cake layers in the oven. All right, so in my KitchenAid mixing bowl here, I'm gonna start off with the dry ingredients, and I'm gonna add in 3 cups of flour, 3 cups of sugar, 1.5 cups of cocoa powder, 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder, a tablespoon of baking soda, and 1.5 teaspoons of salt. And we're just gonna mix this all together until it's combined. And then we are going to add in our wet ingredients. So we're gonna start off with 4 eggs, 1.5 cups of buttermilk, 1.5 cups of warm water, 1/2 cup of vegetable oil, and then 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And we're gonna mix this just until it's combined. Now that our cake batter is mixed and ready to go, we are going to add it into our cake pans. So I have 3 9-inch cake pans here, and I'm gonna fill them up, and then we are going to bake them for about 25 minutes in a 350-degree oven. Once a toothpick comes out clean, then you know that it is done. While our cake is baking, we can start working on our icing. In our big mixing bowl, we are going to measure out 8.8 ounces of semi-sweet chocolate, 4.5 ounces of salted butter, 6.7 ounces of heavy whipping cream, 3.5 ounces of powdered sugar. So we're gonna mix all that together, and then we're gonna pop it into our microwave for 30 seconds at a time. In between each time, we're gonna mix it up until it becomes nice and melted. And then once it's completely melted, give it a nice thorough mix, make sure everything is absolutely melted, and then we're gonna pop it into our fridge for about an hour, and every few minutes I'm going to mix it until it becomes a really nice creamy consistency of icing for us to ice our cake with. All right, so our icing is setting up beautifully in the fridge. I just wanted to go over everything before we start icing the cake. So I have my chocolate mousse here, and I hate to be that person, I really do, but I'm gonna have to keep this recipe a secret. This is a special recipe to me, so I'm sorry to do that to you guys, but I'm gonna keep my mousse a secret. So we have our chocolate mousse, because I'm going to do a chocolate mousse filling, and then we have our chocolate icing, and we are going to fill in between each layer of our cake. So we're going to do a layer of icing with some chocolate mousse, do a border so the mousse doesn't flow out the sides, and then we are going to ice our cake and start to assemble it, and I'm really excited to see this come together. I must say, you guys, that chocolate cake was a dream to ice. If you guys saw, there was no crumbs. It wasn't falling apart. My chocolate cake is so moist that it just like sometimes will crumble and it becomes very frustrating to ice. Now this cake is also very moist. I took a little chunk out of the top just to taste it because I was very curious. You know, sometimes chocolate cakes can be pretty bad. So I wanted to taste test it, and it's very moist, so it held up great whenever I was icing it, and I was very pleased, and I loved that. It was very, very nice to ice. So I have it in the freezer right now. I'm gonna keep it in there for about 10 minutes so it stiffens up nice, and then we're gonna put on our final coat of chocolate icing. Coat of icing on our cake, we are going to add on a little bit of decorations, and those decorations are going to be chocolate because this is a chocolate explosion cake. So I'm going to put chocolate around the bottom of the cake, and then I'm also going to top some of his favorite candies on top, like Reese's peanut butter cups, plain chocolate bars, Hershey Kisses, stuff like that, just to spruce up the cake and make it nice and pretty. Just like that, Mike's chocolate explosion birthday cake is finished. This is exactly what I envisioned, and it is so fun seeing it come to life and be right in front of me. It smells amazing. It looks amazing. I'm really, really excited about this. I can't wait to taste it. The icing was so amazing to work with, and like I said, the cake layers were really great. So I think this recipe is a home run, and I think I'm gonna be writing it down in my recipe book to like keep and make for birthdays in the future. The plan is to set the cake up on a nice cake stand with his presents around the island, so whenever he wakes up in the morning, he comes out to that and it's a nice surprise. Because usually if there's a party, I save the cake as a surprise until later, but I think it'll be really fun for him to wake up to and just have this waiting for him in the morning, and it'll really like kind of throw him off and really surprise him. So that's the plan. I'm really excited about it, and I'm really happy with this cake. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Have a good rest of your day, everyone. Bye.